Fantasize, I analyze, I am the eyes. Yeah, they stand in lie, I stand in truth. That's my I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I channel God, the frequency lives inside. Delinquencies leap aside, just look inside. I promise you'll find bodies the synagogue. You lie to self, then you sin to God. I take the end of lines, put it in a loop, then I tie a knot. This eternal life, this is Heka'u. We can never die, we are immortalized. They live mortal lives. I am more than man. I have God inside. Whoa. Opened the door and then I got inside. Found my inner child. Gave him a hug. Told him I love him. We gon' be alright. And then I gave a smile. You made me more than proud. Shed some tears. Let us scream aloud. A stand in pride. Grabbed his hand. It was the hand of God. Our fingers five. Double time. We put hands to sky. Raise them high. Raise them high. This is dua. Praise in self, praise each other, praise to health, that is the root to wealth. Praise comes from per, and it means to sell. See, that's what preachers do, buying souls, selling hell. Disguised as heaven, pushing P. Differences between prophet and prophecy. The Bible is a prop to see the lies of man, portraying God, open-eyed to see. Telling tales of wanderings. I've been wondering, they don't know that we're the real wonders. Miracles, when I speak it thunders. Literal, you feel it under your flesh when your organs start to rumble. Heartbeat, you're listening to vibrations as my heart speaks. Stretch minds, I have far reach. Raj General, this is our me. This is pinnacle. Step on sinister. Everyone is demons these days. Trust me, once you step to us, you will not leave as you came. See, we ain't the same, raising names. Real fame comes from Ba. It means to speak, to say. I have lots to say. My ancestors taught me how to pray. Ask and receive. Given that you live in reciprocity, our Ba shall speak through you to give our message of praise. Hands raised. This is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Giving praise. They're only giving praise when they receive a raise. Like thank God. I receive a raise as I rise up every single day. Raise comes from res, giving life the sun's rays, hands embrace. Consciousness extinct, even the ones who think they are woke are still asleep. Resi means to watch and it deals with what you see. Resi means to dream and it's the tongue of the speech. Watch what you speak, bring dreams to reality. Watch tower, watch me tower over with power. This is more than album, this is pure magic. Creation vibrations, layers on layers. Prayers on prayers, demon slayers, soul cakes of fire, caught up in a rapture like I need a baker. The Lord has risen, watch the bread rise, to give sustenance. I've seen death eyes, the moon is my left eye. Praise Yah, dua. This is House of Atton. I don't have a mask on. I'll tell you all what happened. I see they got the facts wrong, flow fluid. Walk with ancestors like Anpu is. Who's this? Greek named Anubis. Prove it. I see bodies walking around soulless, clueless. Ani Pata, don't compare me to Steve Jobs. Call me Pata Sakar. If you need to do more research, search Ray. Hands in vagina plays when pray. Spitting seeds into the womb to birth and raise. See, that's parades. Give thanks like it's in your hands. Collect them plates, ancient stele. Step through fire, see we trailblaze. Fate and faith, this is knowledge. Facts or flip or fake. Tell me what's at stake to give thanks. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Scribal Sessions Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worse at attaining a purpose. While searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it there, so can I take it? Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow with the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weed 'em. You cannot read in vibrations that none of them speak. Walk a MDWNTR, light is feather is heavy to learn that your will isn't free. Netter willing, I continue to lead with my ebas. I'm sweeping my consciousness clean. Training in realms that are unseen. My aura is some set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my Atef is all seeing. I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses, connecting and this year wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief. I see clearly the lies. My six senses of sight are hypnotized. No wonder everyone sleeps. Open your eyes. It's time to set off the alarms. The performance self-harm. Don't you know you're a star? God in human form and you rise with the beast. More than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famines expanding beyond your belief. I see they landed, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing the hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and that God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and prowess to see. He really told the truth to Adam and Eve. You'll have distinction between good and evil if you eat of the fruit of the tree. Now you're a god, open your eye, cleansing yourself so that now you can see. They stole the stories and twisted them like it's a spliff. They put the fire to leaf, I put the fire to speech. I put the fire to heat. We don't do liars and thieves, they just desire to greed. This is my record to keep, this is my throne. You cannot sit in my seat, and I command it. I give more than 10 commandments. This is the law of attraction, and we have infinite stamina. My stage is where I'm standing. This is my art, God is in me. I only keep goddesses with me. They are the magical beings, they are the holy ones, birthing the gods. We're overcoming the odds. We are the even and odd. They're in the odds, we're in the all. Ancestors answer my prayers, forever grateful. I will forever say thank you. Inspiration to awake the sleepers. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper.
Prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Maat, and may you rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore. Maat.
I look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, don't fly in silence. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, that's who I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns, sword swang, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heheru, I am him. King, crown, rings, that's who I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns, sword swang, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heheru. Words powerful, Hekau. See, prove you can feel the roots. Gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors now, make some room. But I is now speaking through me and trust me.
Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? Mic check. Are we live yet? Oh boy. Welcome to the House of Atef, Ancient Tahuti and Teachings of the Material presents ASTARTE and Before I introduce the brothers on the panel, we'll begin as we do every week with our beautiful affirmation. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Unki Qem Maat. An NS. Nintet or Sat Qem Maat. Men Hepapat Qem Maat. Per NUQE. Per Iku. I live for Maat. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Maat. Every day I advance towards Maat. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, everybody. Welcome to Study Guide Sundays. I'm going to introduce the brothers on the panel. First, we got the mighty Menku Ra Mary Maat, is a student of the master teacher, Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, and a follower of Maat. Menku Ra is the Heb, the festivities organizer in the House of ATTON, cultural enlightenment advisor and a teacher, developer of the Pathways to Awakening, director and producer of documentaries, and the researcher of ancient civilizations, and the researcher of the knowledge of spells. Next, we have the mighty, the Jed Sajim, Primordial Thought 9, is a seeker of divine wisdom, the wisdom with universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the House of ATTON. Next, we have the mighty scribe Ani PTAH Aten Tahuti, Tati, vizier, overseer of administration of the House of ATTON, chief treasurer, Shesh Nasut, royal scribe of Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, sab scribe of Ra, reciter of Aku, effective words of conscious light, one grade of Heka, excellent of magic, technology architect of Tahuti, bull of Maat, truly silent one, controller of temper, most expert in his calling, protector of the Natiru, Neb Akka, Lord of excellence, son of the great unifier, holder of the secrets of the Duat, Smaui Sekmi, one skilled in the arts of music and poetry, Anu Neter Tepi in Sheshet, high priest of Sheshet, Saba in MDWNTR, teacher of divine language, embodiment of Patah's writing board and Tahuti's mirror, leader with the heart, great of humility, servant of the people. Tahuti manifests in him. Heru manifests in him as Patah, Neb Maat, Lord of truth. Shimsu Natiru, messenger and follower of the Natiru. Patah Aten, Ani Tahuti, a living netter upon earth who lives in Maat. Dujet Usir, life, stability, and wealth. And your presenter for the night, the mighty Atef Rem Qem Maat, esteemed steward of the venerable House of ATTON, as a devoted disciple of the master teacher, the illustrious Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, I undertake the role of the sagacious host for the weekly gathering within the sacred halls of the House of ATTON. Here we delve into the profound teachings that illuminate the path of Maat. In the sacred sanctuary of the House of ATTON, I guide fellow seekers on a journey of enlightenment and understanding. Drawing from the well springs of ancient wisdom, our gatherings are profound explorations into the depths of truth, meticulously deciphered through the lens of ancestral artifacts and the profound teachings bestowed upon us by the great Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment to the pursuit of wisdom extends beyond the confines of our weekly gathering. As a true-hearted devotee of truth, I strive to embody the essence of Maat in all aspects of life. Expressing unwavering love for my people, my soul resonates with the harmonious frequencies of the MDWNTR. I stand as a loyal guardian of Maat, steadfastly defending the sacred principles that govern our existence within the House of ATTON. Welcome to Study Guide Sundays. Hotel. Peace, great brothers. I had it up in 3 different places waiting for it to start. But how y'all brothers feeling, man? So tap in new to everybody.
Hotep Hinu, great brother.
Peace.
Peace to you.
I can't even find the link. I had it on my computer, on the TV. Hotep.
Yes, Hotep Hinu. Peace and love, great brothers. Hotep Hinu to everyone who is watching on the live stream now. Hotep, and peace and love to everyone who is watching on the playback. Please hit the like button on your way in and share the links to your social media platforms. Use your Instagram. Make posts. Post of that we're live. Send this out. The support links to support what we're doing, the House of ATTON, these classes, which is something that we live and we teach, is reciprocity, and for us to build that which we want to see, be that which you want to see. So that is what we're doing, and we appreciate and love each of you who support this movement and apply yourselves to be a force within the frequency of the Netter and the Pa'ut. So Tu'a to everyone who supports these classes every single week, those who are consistent, and those who may just come by, see something that they appreciate and support. Either way, it's a beautiful system of reciprocity that allows for the House of ATTON to host things such as the Pathways to Awakening, or do $100 talent show giveaways, and all of the things that we do here at the House of ATTON. So Tu'a to everyone who does that. Link is pinned to the top of the chat by our great moderator, one of our great moderators, Basa Tut Maka Ox Effect. Hotep Hinu to you, great brother. Tu'a for posting the links. Hotep Hinu to Amun Ka as well, our other great moderator. Peace and love to both you great brothers. But yes, I am Akur, I am Nefer. How are you doing, great brother Minku Ara?
Hotep Hinu, peace and love, everyone. I am still learning, ready to rise and shine in Maat and learn about who is ASTARTE and the insatiable sea. I had an ill thought today. I was on YouTube, I saw a video of the Nile, and I was like, one day when the Neteru provides and I'm able to go there, I had this thought, and I don't know if it's accurate, but if I go to the Nile and get in the water, am I in the waters that the Netter bathe in, that they got the water from, like that they swim in, that they utilize? I feel like I would just feel an energy I've never felt before if I ever got to touch the Nile. So Netter's willing, I was imagining myself, I could see myself touching the water and just having this elation of being able to just levitate or be invisible because they interacted with that water. I want to interact with that energy. I want to feel the Nile that my ancestors interacted with. So I just had this vision. So yeah, Hinu Hotep, looking forward to this great teaching from the great brother Atef Rem Qem. And yeah, I'm doing well. How you doing? Patah? How you doing, Atef?
Hotep, great brothers, feeling good. Feeling Akur, Can you hear me? Mic check. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. I was up all night working on this. I don't know how it came out. But definitely I put a lot of good energy into it, a lot of Mary. So I hope everybody appreciates it. Hope you like it. Subscribe, subscribe, comment. And definitely keep digging, keep learning. That's what it's about, man. Saba's class yesterday was phenomenal, as always, as usual. But I was telling somebody about the teachings, just about the truth in general, that the truth don't get old. That the place that I'm at, as far as just being a baby and learning and an infant, that's I'm happy here. I'm happy in this frequency, just to be able to learn and grow. And Saba's classes don't get old, because the truth doesn't get old. The lie, you get tired of the lie, but the truth is it's actually refreshing. So I'm energized. I was up all night too. Class was over. For me, it was like 4:30, but I stayed up working on a project for a little bit. But that's what we do, man. People do what's important to them and for them. So, learning, gathering and learning from what was stolen from us, even taking the stories and, the culture and everything. So, I'm honored to be able to read these and present these to everyone as I learn and grow. So, yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. And Hinu to our great Saba, our great teacher, that was a 2-hour build up, breakdown and build up on breastfeeding. Excellent class. So I encourage everybody to go check out the Tahuti Pod class and send in your questions, because that was if you exist, that class is for you. It doesn't matter what your religion is or whatever your thought process is, So yeah, Hotep Hinu.
Hotep. Okay, let me I'm just gonna talk for a little bit, and then I'm gonna listen back on the YouTube, because I just noticed how loud my microphone was on YouTube. So
okay, did you get the link? I sent the thing to the.
Oh yes, I did too.
Got it. Okay, all right. Okay, and I think I uploaded it to whatever, the Screen Ninja. What is it? What is it called? We on Video Ninja. I think I sent it there too. It say add files. I don't know what that's for, but I tried to put it there too.
Okay, to our great brother.
I couldn't hear the YouTube at all. That's how I was late, because I had it on a computer and on a TV, and it kept restarting. So I don't know. Then we in this special chat room, the room, in the Video Ninja room. It looked different. It looks different, so I got 2 panels pulled up. But it looks great, though. It looks phenomenal to the people. So I hope it sounds good.
Yes, I just double checked and sounds way better. So yes,
Okay.
to everyone, and yes, I will share. I'll put you on screen, and then I'll share your video, and just let me know when to play it.
Want to play it? All right. I'm on big screen. Okay. Hotep Hinu, welcome to the House of ATTON. Yes. So this is my presentation, my reading on ASTARTE and Insatiable Sea, page 107 in Ancient Egyptian Literature. This is great. And tell you what's going on in my life right now, real life. So I'm about to, before I go to bed, I have to help my daughter. She has a government or some type of something I have to help her with, and she has to talk about her culture, her flag, and the government, and basically how I have to go help her with that. And it's funny because my mate was like,
Welcome back.
it's some type of cultural awareness situation going on, some type of cultural awareness. And she has to say where she's from, her culture, basically, what country or whatever, and the flag, you know, the government, the way of life, basically. And and of course, you know, since, you know, we're in this frequency, we're not teaching our children to lie. We're not teaching them about, you know, the Easter Bunny laid eggs and all these different lies and stuff. So, you know, she'll go to school tomorrow and she'll be able to share that with the teacher. So, you know, and this ties directly into this right here, this ancient Egyptian literature, you know, what our ancestors left behind for us, about our culture, the richness of our culture, you know. So I'm just honored to present this visual presentation for you guys. Like I said, I'm a baby, so I'm still learning. I had not read this story before I began working on it and doing my research. And my good brother asked me one time, it used to take me a very long time to figure out what I was going to read and which one I was going to present. And that's when I was just reading them. And then he asked me which one was, you know, what's important to me. Basically, I don't remember exactly how he asked me. All of it is important. All of our culture, every aspect of it, every story, every papyrus, every pen stroke, every, you know, all of it is important to me because all of it's been stolen from us. All of it's been taken. So I hope everyone appreciates this. This is ASTARTE and the Insatiable Sea. You can run it. Scribe Hotep.
Hotep Natiru. Welcome back, truth seekers and
Still
dug diggers.
learning.
You've tuned in to Digging for the
I don't
Truth.
know what's going
You
on.
dig? The podcast where we don't just tell stories, we unearth them. Ancestral artifacts over religious opinion. I'm Matthew Mythology, and I'm joined by my co-host, the truth seeker, the history buster, the Nefer. She don't play with pseudos, Christina, the Christian Christensen.
Thank you, Matthew Tua. Today we're diving into a tale so epic, so layered, it could rival any blockbuster movie. Strap in, because we're about to take you on a journey through Astarte and the Insatiable Sea. This isn't just a story. It's a masterclass in ancient diplomacy, cultural fusion, and straight-up power plays. Namin? That's right, family. They'll tell you these are just ancient tales, bedtime narratives for the ancients. But we know better. These stories are blueprints. Codes left behind by our ancestors to show us how they navigated a world of empires, alliances, and cosmic power struggles. Astarte and the Insatiable Sea? This is the ancient equivalent of a geopolitical thriller, and we're about to break it down like never before. House of Atton, buckle up.
So, let's set the stage. Picture this. Kemet 18th dynasty. Amenhotep II is on the throne. The empire is expanding, trade routes are buzzing, and cultures are colliding. And in the midst of all this, a story emerges. A story that's not just about the Neteru and monsters, but about real-world power dynamics. This is Astarte and the Insatiable Sea. And trust me, it's about to blow your mind.
All right, let's dive into the story. Peep this. A massive roaring sea deity towering over the horizon, demanding tribute from the gods themselves. Silver, gold, lapis lazuli, turquoise, the finest treasures of the ancient world. And the gods? They're scrambling, stripping off their jewelry, bowing to this overwhelming force. Kind of like Debo is on the block. This isn't just a narrative. It's a metaphor for the real-world power struggles of the time. Bing bong, big bank, take little bank.
Hold up. This isn't just about gods and bling. Every time I come around the city, bling, bling. This is about power. The sea represents a foreign power, maybe a rival kingdom, maybe a maritime empire like the Minoans or the Mycenaeans. And that tribute, that's the ancient equivalent of a diplomatic treaty. They're negotiating, making deals, trying to keep the peace. This is high-stakes diplomacy, played out on a cosmic scale. Hotep.
And here's the kicker. Although this story originates in Kemet, it's got parallels in other cultures, like the Ugaritic tale of Baal fighting the sea god, Yam. They cast Seth, the netter of chaos, in the role of Baal. It's like they took a foreign story and made it their own while acknowledging the influence of their neighbors.
That's the genius of our ancestors. They weren't just passive recipients of foreign ideas. They were innovators, adapters, masters of cultural fusion. They forget that who?
We, the real champions around here.
That's right. They took what worked, made it their own, and used it to strengthen their empire. This isn't just storytelling, it's strategy. They did their thizzle.
For shizzle. Now, let's talk about Astarte. She's not just a goddess, she is a Natert. She's a force. The Nateru exist. A West Asian deity brought into the Kemetic pantheon, she's associated with love, war, fertility, and the stars. Her name? It's linked to the word star, connecting her to celestial bodies like Venus or Sirius. This is a goddess who operates on a cosmic level.
And let's not forget her association with horses and chariots. Picture this. Astarte, riding big into battle, her chariot gleaming, sitting up high, her presence commanding. This isn't just symbolism, it's a statement. She's mobile, powerful, ready for action. Go buttons stay mashed, be ready, and you ain't got to get ready. Welcomes the smoke. She's the ancient equivalent of a warrior queen, a diplomat, a strategist.
And in this story, she's the mediator. The sea is demanding tribute, but they're not trying to break bread. The gods are panicking, and Astarte steps in. She's the one who negotiates, who finds a way to appease this insatiable force. She's the bridge between cultures, the key to resolving this cosmic conflict.
This is where the story gets real, ya dig. Astarte isn't just a passive figure. She's active, dynamic, powerful. She's a reminder that our ancestors didn't just sit back and let things happen. They took charge, they negotiated, they found solutions, and they used stories like this to teach those lessons to future generations. They forget that we the real champions around here.
Now, let's talk about the sea. This insatiable sea isn't just a mythical creature. It's a metaphor for the real-world forces shaping the ancient Mediterranean. Think about it. The sea demands silver, gold, lapis lazuli, luxury goods that were traded across empires. This is about trade, about resources, about the flow of wealth and power.
And the fact that the sea is described as insatiable, that's a clue. It's a constant demand, a constant pressure. It's like the maritime powers of the time, always pushing for more, always expanding their influence. This story is a reflection of the real-world tensions between Kemet and its neighbors.
And Astarte, caught in the middle. Where's she at? She in the middle. She's the key to resolving this conflict. She's the diplomat, the negotiator, the one who finds a way to balance power and keep the peace. This isn't just a narrative, it's a lesson in diplomacy, in strategy, and finding common ground.
Now, let's shine a light on Ernutet, the harvest goddess. She's not as flashy as Astarte, but her role in this story is crucial. She's the one who delivers the tribute to the sea, acting as a mediator between the gods and this insatiable force.
Ernutet's involvement is fascinating because she's not typically a major player in Kemetic narratives. But here she steps into the spotlight, showing how these stories could elevate certain deities based on political needs. It's a reminder that these narratives weren't static. They evolved to reflect the realities of the time.
This is a key point. The Nateru gods and goddesses in these stories were symbols of political power, cultural identity, and diplomatic strategy. Ernutet's role in this story shows how the ancients used these narratives to navigate complex social and political landscapes. The Nateru exist.
Now, let's talk about the climax of the story, the cosmic battle between Seth and the sea. Seth, the netter of chaos and storms, takes on the role of Baal from the Ugaritic narrative, fighting against the sea to restore balance.
This battle isn't just about gods fighting for dominance. It's a metaphor for the struggle between order and chaos, between the forces of nature and the will of the gods. It's a reminder that our ancestors saw the world as a place of constant tension, where balance had to be fought for and maintained.
And the fact that Seth, a netter often associated with chaos, is the one who steps up to fight the sea? That's significant. It shows that even chaos has its place in maintaining order. It's a nuanced understanding of the world, one that reflects the complexity of ancient thought. Powerful.
So what happens after the battle? The story doesn't give us all the details, but we can piece together the implications. The sea is appeased, the gods regain their balance, and Astarte and Ernutet emerge as key players in this cosmic drama.
The aftermath of the story is just as important as the battle itself. It's a lesson in diplomacy, in finding ways to balance power and maintain peace. The gods had to negotiate, to make sacrifices, to find common ground, just like the followers of Maat had to do in their dealings with neighboring cultures.
This is the real takeaway from the story. It's not just about gods and monsters, it's about the strategies our ancestors used to navigate a complex and ever-changing world. It's a reminder that diplomacy, negotiation, and cultural exchange have always been key to survival and success.
So, why does this story matter today? Because it's a reminder that our ancestors were brilliant. They understood the complexities of power, of diplomacy, of cultural exchange. They used stories like this to navigate a world that was just as complicated as ours.
And it's a call to action for us. We need to reclaim our history, to dig deep, to uncover the truths they've tried to bury. We need to recognize that we are the descendants of kings and queens, of warriors and scholars, of innovators and strategists. We have that same DNA running through our veins.
And we need to use that knowledge, that power, to make a difference in the world. We need to be the change we want to see. We need to build the future our ancestors envisioned.
So, here's the deal, family. We need your help to spread this message. Hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, share this episode with everyone you know. Post it on your socials, tag us, come join us. House of At-10, Ancient Tahutian Teachings of Nateru, back to the source, we the original axemen.
Let's show the world that we're not just passive consumers of information. We're active participants in our own liberation. We're reclaiming our culture, one story at a time. They taught you what to think, not how to think.
We are the descendants of greatness, and together we will rise. Brick by brick, Hotep family.
Hotep, keep the fire burning, keep the knowledge flowing, and keep digging for the truth. Ya dig.
Astarte and the Insatiable Sea, an ancient tale. This presentation explores the fascinating narrative of Astarte and the sea, a story that intertwines divine beings, cosmic elements, and the struggle for power. We'll delve into the rich symbolism and complex relationships between gods, examining how this ancient tale reflects broader themes of nature, tribute, and celestial order. Page 108, Ancient Egyptian Literature by William Kelly Simpson. The Cosmic Union and Earth's Birth. The Primordial Cosmic Embrace. The ancient tale begins with a magnificent cosmic union between the sky and the earth, a dance of primordial forces that would shape existence itself. For 7 cycles, the celestial energies intertwined in perfect harmony, until finally the sky descended upon the sea in a moment that would forever alter the fabric of creation. Birth of the 4 realms. From this divine union, the earth underwent a profound transformation, giving birth to 4 distinct regions. Each realm emerged with its own character, the fertile valleys, the towering mountains, the vast deserts, and the lush forests. These regions became the cornerstones of physical existence, each blessed with unique attributes and purposes. Establishment of divine order. As the world took form, a sacred throne of rulership manifested, representing the divine order and cosmic hierarchy. This celestial seat became the nexus of power, from which the laws of nature and the balance of elements would be governed, ensuring harmony between the realms above and below. The Great Awakening. Following the establishment of order, the newly created world stirred with life and consciousness. The four regions began to pulse with their own rhythms, and the first beings emerged to inhabit these sacred spaces, marking the beginning of the great cosmic dance between creation and consciousness. The tribute to the sea. Ernutet's role. Ernutet, a divine entity, is tasked with delivering tribute to the sea. This tribute consists of precious materials such as silver, gold, lapis lazuli, and turquoise, filling boxes to the brim. The Ennead's concern. The Ennead, a group of gods, express concern about the sea's power. They discuss the necessity of tribute to maintain order and protection, highlighting the sea's crucial role in investigating matters of the earth. Astarte's summons. In the midst of this divine crisis, a critical message needed to be delivered to one who might understand the delicate balance between celestial powers. Bird messenger. Ernutet, keeper of divine protocols, carefully selected a sacred messenger bird with feathers that shimmered like moonlight on water. With ancient words of power, she instructed the bird to fly beyond the veil of ordinary sight to Astarte's celestial dwelling, where the goddess resided among the stars. The urgency of the mission was evident in the very air around them, crackling with divine energy. The message. The bird carried words heavy with cosmic significance. The Ennead, the divine council of 9, required Astarte's presence in a matter of utmost importance. The message spoke of the sea's dominion over both earth and sky, a power that threatened the very balance of creation. The tribute, a matter that could determine the fate of both realms, needed Astarte's wisdom and intervention. Each word of the message was carefully chosen, wrapped in the authority of the Ennead themselves. Astarte's response. Upon hearing the message, Astarte's reaction revealed the true weight of the situation. Her tears, falling like celestial rain, were not merely drops of sorrow, but crystallized manifestations of divine concern. Each tear held within it the reflection of possible futures, the understanding of what was at stake. Her weeping was both a recognition of the gravity of the situation and a premonition of the challenges that lay ahead in dealing with the sea's insatiable nature. The encounter with the sea. Astarte's appearance. Astarte is seen sitting on the shore of the sea, catching the attention of the sea deity. The sea's inquiry. The sea questions Astarte about her journey, noting her worn sandals and torn garments, evidence of her transit through heaven and earth. A proposition. The sea proposes a deal involving Astarte herself, suggesting that if she is given to him, he might cease his actions against the other deities. The Ennead's dilemma. Balancing act. Nut, another deity, removes her beads and places them on a balance, symbolizing the weighing of options and consequences. Geb's signet ring. There's mention of obtaining Geb's signet ring to fill the balance, indicating the gravity of the decision at hand. sea's threat. The narrative suggests a looming threat from the sea to cover the earth and mountains, emphasizing the urgent need for resolution. The unresolved conflict. Seth's intervention. Seth, another deity, enters the scene, seemingly to confront the sea. Protective measures. There's discussion of protection against the sea's potential actions. Mysterious conclusion. The story ends abruptly, leaving the conflict unresolved. The tale of Astarte and the insatiable sea ends on a cliffhanger, with the manuscript lost beyond this point. This open-ended conclusion leaves room for interpretation and speculation about the ultimate fate of the characters and the cosmic balance. Hotep, I am done.
ASTARTE and the Insatiable Sea. With the establishment of an Asiatic empire during the 18th dynasty, certain Western Asiatic deities were introduced into Egypt, where they were worshipped in cult. This poorly preserved legend, recorded on a papyrus probably of the reign of Amenhotep II, is included in the collection of late Egyptian stories because of its treatment of a theme found elsewhere in ancient Near Eastern literature. It is likely that this story of a conflict between the gods and the sea is an adaptation of a Ugaritic tale of the fight between Baal and the sea god Yam. See Theodore H. Gaster in Bioar 9, 1952, 82-85, although Wolfgang Helck zur Herkunft der Erzählung des Sog, ASTARTE Papyrus in Manfred Görg ed. Fontes ad Pontes, eine Festgabe für Helmut Brunner, Wiesbaden, 1981, 215, 2020, suggests that the Egyptian text was inspired by the Hurrian Song of Uli Kumi. Aside from the presence of the Semitic goddess Astarte and the use of Semitic yam for the hostile sea god, the Egyptian god Seth is the well-attested equivalent of Baal. In the lost conclusion of what was once a long tale, Seth probably prevailed over the greedy sea. The fragmentary first page of the papyrus, containing an encomium of Amenhotep II, has recently been identified. C.P. Colombert and L. Coulon, Les dieux contre la mer, le début du papyrus d'Astarte, PBN 202, Bifao 100, 2001, 193 à 242. His two oxen, I will adore you men, I will adore the sky, in her dwelling place the earth, the sky. Now after the earth became satisfied in order that I might uncover her. Then they proceeded to bend down, as if impelled. Thereupon each one embraced the other. Now after 7 days, the sky id and descended upon the sea, and the earth gave birth to the 4 regions of the earth in its midst, as if suspended, his throne of ruler, Ankh Uja Saneb. And he ed, and delivered unto him tribute in court. Thereupon Ernutet delivered the tribute to the sea which was due him as ruler, Ankh Uja Saneb. One of the gods said, the sky, now look, tribute is being brought to him otherwise he will take us away captive our own. For then Ernutet delivered his tribute consisting of silver, gold, lapis lazuli, and turquoise which filled the boxes. Thereupon they said to the Ennead, let the tribute for the sea, in order that he may investigate for us all matters pertaining to the earth, for protection is by his hand. Will he, since they are fearful of the tribute for the sea, give the tribute for the sea bad? And Ernutet took Astarte. Thereupon Ernutet said to one of the birds, hear what I have to say. You are not to depart another. Hurry up and go to Astarte, flying to her house, and cry out beneath the window of the room where she sleeps, and tell her, if it should be that you are awake, then hear my voice, but if it should be that you are asleep, I will awaken you. The Ennead has to send tribute to the sea, as ruler over the earth and as ruler over the sky. Please come before them right, all Asiatics, and Astarte the daughter of Ta. Now tribute for the sea, the please go yourself carrying the tribute for the sea. Then Astarte proceeded to weep, and its ruler Ankh-Uja-Saneb was silent, said, lift up your eyes, and you shall outside. So he lifted up his eyes, and she began to sing, making sport of him. Then the sea saw Astarte, as she was sitting on the shore of the sea. He said to her, where have you come from, you daughter of Ta, you furious and tempestuous goddess? Did you wear through your sandals that are on your feet, and did you tear your garments that are on you while you were transiting heaven and earth? Thereupon Astarte said to him, then the sea said to her, tell Ptah in the presence of the Ennead, if they give me your daughter, them, what would I on my part do against them? And Astarte heard what the sea told her, and she hastened to go before the Ennead to the place where they were gathered. The great ones saw her and got up to meet her, and the lesser ones saw her and lay down on their bell-lies. Her throne was given to her, and she sat down, and the tribute for the sea was presented to her, earth the beads, and the beads. The messenger of Ta went to tell these matters to Ta and Nut. Then Nut proceeded to untie the beads which were on her neck. Lo, she put them upon the balance, Astarte. Oh my, this means a dispute with the Ennead. Therefore he shall send and request the signet ring of Geb to fill the balance with it, then him together with my basket of her, and he's of the sea through the portals. There came forth servants of the, if they come again, he the sea, and he shall go to cover the earth and the mountains, and his come to fight with him, inasmuch as sat himself down calmly. He won't come to fight with us. So Seth sat down, you shall protect me together with Yor, and the sea left, and he, the seven him together with the sky, and he manuscript of the story is lost beyond this point.
Atef. This visual presentation was brought to you by Atef Rem Qem Maat and the House of ATTON, ancient Tehutian teachings of the Neteru. I want to give Heno to my master teacher, the great Tehuti Amun-Hotep Ra. Yes, Saba. Astarte talks and I also move around. Go to houseofatton.org for everything from merch to ebooks and classes. They forget that we are the real champions around here. Support Tehuti and ask questions here. Cash App $TT Amun and PayPal at Rocky SV. Ancestral artifacts over religious opinion. Tune in to the Tehuti Pod class every Saturday evening 7 p.m. Pacific for mind-blowing answers again and again. Here is some bonus material about the reading. Ugarit. Ugarit was a flourishing city. Its streets lined with two-story houses dominated on the northeastern side of the Tel by an acropolis with two temples dedicated to the gods Baal and Dagon. The site of Ugarit lies some 6 miles north of the Syrian port of Latakia on the Mediterranean coast. Its ruins, in the form of a mound or tell, lie half a mile from the shore. Although the name of the city was known from Egyptian and Hittite sources, its location and history were a mystery until the accidental discovery in 1928 of an ancient tomb at the small Arab village of Ras Shamra, a French archaeological mission under the direction of Claude F.A. Schaeffer, 1898 to 1982, began excavations in 1929. This was followed by a series of digs through 1939. Limited work was undertaken in 1948, but full-scale work did not resume until 1950. The city's location ensured its importance through trade. To the west lay a good harbor, the Bay of Minet el Beida, while to the east a pass led to the heart of Syria and northern Mesopotamia, through the mountain range that lies parallel with the coast. The city also sat astride an important north-south coastal trade route, linking Anatolia and Egypt. It is clear from excavations that Ugarit was first settled in the Neolithic period, about 6,500 BC, and had grown into a substantial town by the early 3rd millennium BC. Ugarit is mentioned in cuneiform documents discovered at Mari on the Euphrates, dating to the Middle Bronze Age, circa 2000 to 1600 BC. However, it was in the 14th century BC that the city entered its golden age. At that time, the Prince of Byblos, the wealthy trading coastal city in modern Lebanon, wrote to the Egyptian king Amenhotep IV, Akhenaten, you are circa 1353 to 1336 BC, to warn him about the power of the neighboring city Tyre, and compared its magnificence with that of Ugarit. See, there is no mayor's residence that can compare with that of Tyre. It is like the residence at Ugarit. Extraordinarily large are the riches there. Ugarit was a flourishing city, its streets lined with two-story houses dominated on the northeastern side of the Tel by an acropolis with two temples dedicated to the gods Baal and Dagan. A large palace built from finely dressed stones and consisting of numerous courtyards, pillared halls, and a columned entrance gate occupied the western edge of the city. In a special wing of the palace were a number of rooms apparently devoted to administration, since hundreds of cuneiform tablets were discovered there, covering almost all aspects of the life of Ugarit. From the 14th to the 12th century BC, it is clear that the city dominated the surrounding land, though the full extent of the kingdom is uncertain. From around 1500 BC, the Hurrian kingdom of Mitanni had dominated much of Syria, but by 1400 BC, when the earliest tablets at Ugarit were written, Mitanni was in decline. This was mainly a result of repeated attacks by the Hittites of central Anatolia. Eventually, around 1350 BC, Ugarit, along with much of Syria as far south as Damascus, fell under Hittite domination. According to the texts, other states had tried to draw Ugarit into an anti-Hittite alliance, but the city refused and called on the Hittites for help. After the Hittites conquered the region, a treaty was drawn up that made Ugarit a Hittite subject state. The Akkadian version of the treaty, covering several tablets, was recovered at Ugarit. The Ugarit state grew as a result, gaining territories from the defeated alliance. The Hittite king also recognized the ruling dynasty's right to the throne. Texts, however, suggest that an enormous tribute was paid to the Hittites. Merchants figure prominently in Ugarit's archives. The citizens engaged in trade, and many foreign merchants were based in the state, for example, from Cyprus, exchanging copper ingots in the shape of ox hides. The presence of Minoan and Mycenaean pottery suggests Aegean contacts with the city. It was also the central storage place for grain supplies moving from the wheat plains of northern Syria to the Hittite court. The population was mixed with Canaanites, inhabitants of the Levant, and Hurrians from Syria and northern Mesopotamia. Foreign languages written in cuneiform at Ugarit include Akkadian, Hittite, Hurrian, and Cypro-Minoan. But most important is the local alphabetic script that records the native Semitic language Ugaritic. From evidence at other sites, it is certain that most areas of the Levant used a variety of alphabetic scripts at this time. The Ugaritic examples survive because the writing was on clay using cuneiform signs rather than drawn on hide, wood, or papyrus, while most of the texts are administrative, legal, and economic. There are also a large number of literary texts with close parallels to some of the poetry found in the Hebrew Bible. Around 1200 BC, the Hittite Empire suddenly collapsed. Many letters of this late period are preserved at Ugarit and reveal a city suffering from raids by pirates. One of the groups, the Shikala, can be connected with sea peoples who appear in contemporary Egyptian inscriptions as a vast horde of looting Vandals. Whether the fall of the Hittites and Ugarit should be attributed to these people is not certain, and they may have been more a result than a cause. However, the magnificent palace, harbor, and much of the city were destroyed, and Ugarit was never resettled. Hotep, I'm really done. May Amun be satisfied. Thank you for tuning in to the houseofatton.org. Come, join us. House of Atton, back to the source we, the original Axemen.
Forget that we the real champions around.
Okay, Otep, can you hear me? Am I on mute?
Hotep, we can hear you, great brother.
Okay, brother, what do you think?
Woo! Y'all want me to go first? Man, you went in. You just took it to a whole nother level. The culture has shifted and the power has been in transition. Y'all going dumb with these videos, bro. So much to love about this. Hinu Hotep to you, great brother. Man, this was amazing. Yeah, I think this is gonna translate multi-generational. I think definitely the youth will appreciate this. It's definitely a lot in there, great brother. You put your foot in that. You put your heart and soul into that. It's very powerful. I like the transitions. A lot of transitions, even in you in like one frame, and what was happening with the frames was crazy in the second piece. In the first piece, they was talking crazy, but they was on point. They was talking that street. He said, bling bling, bing bong. They was going dumb in that. And then yeah, it's powerful, bro, how you put that together. You definitely Yeah, you bringing it. Proud of you, great brother. It's definitely a lot in there. Then you did the bonus joint. You put the commercial in there, the website. I mean, repping for the House of ATTON, repping for Saba Tahuti. You did it all, bro. 5 stars. You covered a lot of ground. And definitely setting a good example and doing your thing. So Tua for the creativity, Tua for your love for the technology and your leadership. Definitely fire, bro. So Henu Hotep to you.
Hotep, Henu Nini, great brother. Yeah, the story, bro, is like just 5 minutes, like a read. It's not that long. It's fragmented. So but I'm going page by page. I'm going story by story. I'm not gonna skip around. I'm gonna take everything our ancestors left behind that I can get my hands on, and just because I just want to learn. So I'm gonna read them. I'm going to I want to learn, brother. I'm trying to knowledge itself, brother. Henu to our great master teacher, and Henu to all of you great brothers. It's an energy, a frequency that we're in. This is the time that we're in. So it's just what are we using the technology for? What are we using the knife for? Are we using it to cut the meat to eat, to cut the apple to eat, to maybe protect ourselves, to cut the apple out the tree? Or are we using it for the wrong reason? So it's the same with the technology and the stories. I'm just trying to learn. So I didn't know nothing about ASTARTE and how it relates to my culture and none of that, but I know about Batman and Robin and Wonder Woman and Superman. So it's very important to me that I put my all into it, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm telling you the truth. I'm just inspired, and inspired by you brothers, inspired by our master teacher, the Netiru. The Netiru exists, and I'm just trying to grow and learn, great brother. So it's an honor to stand next to you and learn from you brothers, and be in this energy and be inspired and motivated. So that's for me, that's what it's about. It's my honor, not, great brother. So Hotep and Henu to you, great brother. Dejed, welcome, great brother.
Hey, every time I come around your city, bling bling. He cutting up. Hey man, that was definitely had me rolling in the beginning. That's for sure. I like how you it's good to bring the sense of humor, man, to capture the attention. I definitely love that. That was funny. I don't know how you did the French joint. That was dope. It was like perfect French, 100%. Even the little AI lady, Christina, came on there to, is he speaking French? Like already showing you adorations and love. No, but hey, this was definitely a wonderful reading. Love the graphics. Gotta definitely talk to you about where you getting some of these images from. I don't know what's going on, but I like them. I know I can definitely do something with that. But yeah, great brother, great read, phenomenal. Love the way you bring it all together. I can only imagine the day that comes when you know what you do. So Hotep Henu to you, great brother. Peace and love to and thanks you for this presentation once again, great brother. You did a good job.
Great brother, you definitely big inspiration and motivation for me. It all started after you joined the movement, You've been nothing but an inspiration, as we all should be. You know, we're all inspired by each other. And that's the beautiful thing about, you know, this frequency that we're in is, you know, we build each other up, you know. So I really appreciate you, great brother, and the inspiration and motivation and strength and leadership that you bring to the table as well, great brother. You know, we form like Voltron, build brick by brick. So Nini, a great brother for those.
Already know.
All right, Hotep, great brother. Can I be heard clearly?
Yes.
Hotep, yes, great brother.
Yes.
Okay, Hotep Henu, great to Jed's the gym. Hotep, great brother, glad to see you. Peace and love. Atef Rem Qem Maat. To our great brother for putting this together for us and learning. It's a beautiful thing to observe and watch the products come along with that comes with the learning. So Tua, great brother. Yeah, the 3 different sections that you had in here. And again, everyone, I want you all to take note that the great brother, you know, he gave the page number in the book, and he said it's about a 5-minute read, but you got a 35-minute video. So you got to take that into consideration, and all of the extra aku that goes into these presentations that you see the great Atef bringing forward. So that was phenomenal to cut this into 3 separate sections, right? And that's a beautiful thing, because that's what we did on an extreme level, was to create something that's rooted in the same. The foundation is the exact same, but what comes from that root is different forms of expression. And that's what you did with these 3 separate forms of expression of this story, and allowing your creativity to showcase itself. And that was definitely forefront. I could definitely see you were trying new effects, trying a bunch of new different things. And that's always fun to do. Just see what happens, throw some things in there. And you didn't have too many like repetitive images. So you created a lot of images and videos for this. So that was phenomenal. And that was something I saw and noticed. Yeah. Yeah, the imagery was fire. The transitions were fire. I love the switch of the tones between each section to separate it through the sound. That was phenomenal. And yeah, I always love the conversations between Matthew and Christina. That's always phenomenal. I like their pace this time. They went at a nice, smooth pace, and was very clear and succinct. I don't know what parts where they grew up, but we got to find out where they grew up at and start making some connections here, because something's happening. I don't know. But to our great brother, yeah, this was absolutely phenomenal. Very creative. A lot of work went into this, a lot of aku. And yeah, to our for turning these stories into into these visual presentations that you put a lot of information in. If someone sits down in front of this and take notes while they're watching and listening, they'll get a lot of information from these. So Tua. And lastly, I'll just speak on the actual story itself, and how within the writings of the great ancestors, how these were the two living cultures at the time, setting the standard and the foundation for the rest of the planet to come and follow after. So for us to have these stories, and even with this one where you brought forward how fragmentary it is, but there's still a lot of information in it. Coming for ASTARTE and PTAH and nuts and in-nuts and yam and all of these different powers and forces that seem to be from different foundations, but we consistently find stories with the Anuna and the Natiru together, creating their teachings. So this is a very short but powerful ancestral artifact that does just that perfectly. And I'm very thankful for the great ancestors for doing what they did, and giving us the blueprint on what to recreate today. So it's a beautiful thing. Tua to the great ancestors, Tua to the scribe who originated this story, and to the scribes who continue to write them for us to have them today. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So everyone, please support this great presentation that this brother just brought forward. Support links are pinned to the top, and just show some love. And yeah, so to our great brother, Atef Rem Qem Maat, Dr. Jedu Seer, to our very much for this. And yeah, this was fantastic. Wow.
Nini, great brother. I get the inspiration from you. You was day one, the architect of technology, great brother. So, you definitely inspire all of us and motivate us, keep us going, moving forward. So, great brother, this is the work being done, and the acknowledgement and the hinu to my great brother, and to all the great supporters, and to the truth, that's what it's really. That's all it is for me. It's just learning, wanting to learn, and wanting to be able to present this information in a way that people can digest it now, and be able to, because like you said, how important the information is, right? It was very short, very, very short, but you gotta, I know people in the chat, Saba said he doesn't read books. He goes, but he said, when he does, I don't know if it was in Monday class, but to some of us, he did mention a little bit about how he goes word by word. That's why he doesn't read books, or the way he reads is word by word. So even with this short fragmented story, like he said, it was so much to get from it. Once you're able to just sit and really digest it, because the beautiful thing and the most important thing is that I appreciate it. I appreciate everything, any little clue, any little story, or anything our ancestors left behind, everything, that's what I want. That's what, because everything has been stolen from us. When you peel back the layers of the matrix, Saba just did a class on breastfeeding, the most basic thing, the first thing a child, the first thing a child is supposed to get to live, to exist, to function, to thrive, to survive anything. The matrix is there. So, I'm just appreciative of our ancestors for leaving this information behind, and not making an excuse of just appreciating Iron Man or Captain America more than I appreciate this. You know, I can't. For me, where's the balance? You understand? For what's real. You know, everyone, we all growing and trying to, you know, so, you know, some of us watch TV and these different things. I personally don't watch too much TV. I just want to read, you know, but I did. I'm not gonna sit up here and hold you. I watched all the little series, and, you know, once upon a time when I placed importance on that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging nobody. We all at different journeys, and, you know, we all are, we should be, you know, that's peeling the layers back and challenging ourselves versus pointing out other people's flaws, right? Pointing out our own flaws. So, you know, how can I appreciate Power or The Shy or BMF, whatever these stories are, more than I appreciate, you know, a real life, something that was actually stolen from me, not necessarily someone's imagination and creativity, because, you know, those stories, the storytelling and the cinematography, I definitely learned even from that, from Hollywood and how they do their things and different, you know, I'm learning from everybody. But my point is, how can I appreciate those stories more than I appreciate my own stories from our ancestors? You know, how can I can't see the balance in that. So for me, you know, I just put such a high appreciation on everything that our ancestors left behind. Ancestral artifacts over religious opinion, you know. So that's where the Mary comes from in creating these stories and just wanting to, you know, because when I was reading them, they were really just reading and presenting when I would just come and show it. You know, for me, that was really, really, really in depth. A lot of times I would have to get off of camera because I'm reading the story and I'm feeling these different emotions inside, because this is my first time hearing this tone and these frequencies, right? So I was having these overwhelming feelings, like emotions, good feelings, but, you know, I had a desire to, you know, just bring it alive, like present it in a more, you know, just make it better, you know, get better and do better. And that's the goal. So, you know, I appreciate the truth, and that's all I want. And, you know, our ancestors left behind a treasure trove, an abundance of things and clues and, you know, love, you know, ultimately they left behind that, the love that they put into it. So, you know, Hotep Hinu to you great brothers, our master teacher, Saba Tahuti Amun Hotep Ra, Hinu to him, Hinu to all the supporters, everyone that gives us y'all attention and allows us to present these things, and, you know, the reciprocity. So Hotep Hinu to you great brothers. Peace and love.
Peace and love to our great brother. All right, houseofatton.org. Yeah, that was a great build. Atef, Tua, for sharing that, and for sharing, you know, part of your process of being able to come forth with something that you created, which what I've noticed a lot of people have difficulties with doing when it comes to learning how to be creative, because it is a skill to learn how to be creative. Of course, there's, you know, different level sets of natural talent that comes from memories of the Ka, but it's learned. So Tua, great brother for learning and for being a fantastic example of dedication. And as you've said from the very beginning, start with where you're at and just start to build from there. And you've been a fantastic, just never example of that, great brother. So Tua for that build, and Hinu to everyone who supports the House of Atton and these classes, these creations, these productions, to support us in our journeys of becoming Sabas and learning how to take what we're learning and transform it into something that we can present and teach for others to also gain in a similar way that we have. So nothing like this is being done on the planet as far as taking the ancient writings of spiritual knowledge, of Aku and consciousness, and applying it in today's time and blending it in a beautiful way, because it's very important that we leave our own digital footprint for the youth that are coming up after, and to have access to these stories in a way that is fun, in a way that allows for the stories to come to life. So Tua to everyone who supports, please support, share. If you're watching on the playback, support. Everyone, make sure you're also, for those who are here and are not aware of the Tahuti Pod class, because there are many who come through and hear before the pod class. So Tua and everyone's support. If you come in and this is something that we want to teach and present, not only just here, like don't just come to House of Atton and support that which supports you. Whatever that is that helps to benefit you, bring you light, bring you healing, energy, love, light. Support that so we can have more of it. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and I will begin to gather. I'll go check the support now and gather that together to give our dua to each of you. And yeah, houseofatton.org. Go get your supplies, your merch, your shirts, your notebooks, everything over here. So I would have come with more sooner, but of course all of this is dependent just upon whether or not it's wanted, right? So please go support the House of Atton website, whether you message me from there, whether you go and leave a review there. Keep the website active, keep it moving, because all of that plays a part in our visibility as a whole. And with all of us putting in the necessary energy to push House of Atton, whether internally or externally, the more bars will be in front of to be able to show them the sabas to immortality. So there's always things to be done. There's always improvement and implementation to be put forth. So everyone, please go to houseofatton.org and treat it as if it's a living entity. You have to go and give energy to it, to allow it to circulate, to move, right? So if all we do is just come to Saturday and Sunday classes and that's it, then Monday through Friday, there's no motion outside of just the leadership. And you know, we have infinite access to many different things, and our strength does improve with numbers, right? So for us to achieve more numbers, to be able to provide and do more and bring more items, bring more healing and opportunities, and there's so much that we are doing and want to do, but it does take the energy of the collective and wanting it, right? Because regardless, we're in a battle, and there's a lot of ISFET that's fighting every single day, not just Saturday and Sunday, in a 24/7, non-stop, awake and asleep, fighting for the energy of ISFET. And so with what we're building here is something so very important. And so Tua to and Hinu to the great Saba Ta'uti for coming forward and leading by example, and giving us an opportunity to create something from the writings of the great ancestors, and to bring that back to the forefront. So I'll go and get the support, gather them together so we can give our dua and Hinu. And yeah, I'll pass the mic there. So Hotep, dua.
Peace. Yeah, that's definitely truth. Definitely gotta visit the site, keep everything active. We definitely have enough subscribers and people who participate in the chat both Saturday and Sundays. We definitely have enough energy to keep things going and to be able to continue to inspire. To you, great brothers, because it definitely feels great to, no matter what the situation is looking like, to be able to still utilize the gift of one's creativity and bring something forth, right? So to me, I think that's a very Nefer thing. It's what inspires me, that's for sure. But I know that we all can agree that we found a place to where there's an agreement and consciousness to say, like, hey, we found the place to be, which is the House of ATTON, and we love the energy here. There's no ISFET here, and if we can agree on that, then we definitely should be able to agree with sustaining that, right? And that's a beautiful thing. So I appreciate this atmosphere. I appreciate this love. There's so much Mary here. It's the best place to be in, and like I said, I'm very grateful for that. And I just want us to continue to, like I said, sustain that, keep it alive, keep the energy flowing through here, and doing literally what is my aunt, right? So yeah, those were Nefer words, great brother. I mean, definitely agree to that. Also to Atef's build, that was a phenomenal build as well. But yeah, definitely grateful, man, and hopefully everyone could continue to jump on board, and let's continue to lead with that left and do what is pleasing to our Ka, and also do what is pleasing to honor our ancestors and materials. So,
yes, to our great brother Hinu. Oh, go ahead, Minku. You come off mute.
Peace. I was just gonna add, on the website are the use, and so one of the ways I was able to transition into using the website more and putting together my presentations instead of accessing the Egyptian Hieroglyphic Dictionary, Volume 1, Volume 2, and then on here is the Introduction to the Language and the Culture of Hieroglyphs is on here, and of course the Papyrus of Ani, transliteration by E. Wallace Budge. So, and then also the Literature of Ancient Egypt, which Atef just read from. So in addition to being able to purchase things, the useful sources are on there as well, as you are learning more about the culture, learning about Ma'at. Those useful sources are on there for you as well, that Ani put on there. So if you're trying to grow and learn more, the website has those resources for you as well. So it's a lot on there. So I just wanted to add that, I go there to use those instead of, I have those outside of the website. And so just to, as far as the hits and utilizing the tools, they're on the website as well.
Yeah, to our great brother for pointing that out. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And that does help. So to our great brother for that add-on. All right, so let me now share the screen to give dua to the Meru, from the root word mer, which is the word meaning love. Also creates the word for water. And as a reflection of that, becomes a name of those who are within a household, and those who support and patronize, and give the necessary support to lift up. That's the word Meru. So let me share the screen. Okay, so we'll start with Nukpu, who put in and supported with 999 for Hotep, Or Sinu, Nefer Au, Per Atin, Meri Ma'at, with Shu, the feather here. And he sent 333 for Hotep, Or Sin, Neter, Atef, Uncle Jasaneb, Meri Ma'at, with the Atin, Ma'at, Atin, the mirror, and the Kesbet eye. And the third set that he sent in, Nukpu, and to you, great brother, 333 for Hotep, Or Sin, Neter, Minku, accurate presentation, Dua Ma'at. So this must have been for last week's class. So Tua to the great Minku Ara for your presentation last week. And so this is from Nukpu. Hinu to you, great brother. Tua for your consistency and all of the wonderful support that you give to the House of Aten, and for all of the works that you do to allow yourself to come forward as you are. You've been consistent, and it's just wonderful to see a great brother such as yourself continue that. So Uncle Jasaneb, to you. Nukpu Nukpu. All right, and next we have the great Ma'oderator, Ma'oderator of the House of ATTON, Basatut Maka Aksafek, who sent in 1572 for 223.25. Hotep Hinu, Dua Atef for Nefer reading. Hinu to the great Basatut. Hinu to you, great brother, for your Ma'oderation. Always stepping up to the plate whenever I reach out to you. You always are able to make something work. So to our great brother for that, and for your consistency, for your support, and being a great example of Karu, of Meru, of the House of ATTON, great Basatut. And next we have from Kathy Buys, to support the House of ATTON. And she sends in $20 for support of the House of ATTON. So Tua, to Kathy, appreciate you greatly. And you do this monthly. So Tua, for your consistency in your support for the House of ATTON. And this for today's Sunday study class 223-2025. This is the Meru of the House of ATTON. Let's give them a round of applause.
I don't play with pseudo. Forget that we the real champions around here.
All right. Wonderful. Tua to the Meru for supporting, and Tua to everyone who also spreads this information and assist in putting this out. We have a destination we're headed to, and we are going to get there by any means. So Tua for those who support the journey on the way, and for etching yourself and imprinting yourself within the Ebe of the House of ATTON. And so, yeah, well, if you great brothers have anything you want to build on, then please do so, or we'll begin the closeout.
No, I'm good, great brother.
Yes, we can begin the close.
Okay. Tef, how about you, great brother?
We can close out, great brother.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so what we're also going to be doing is for these videos that the great brothers are creating, we're going to start uploading them to the YouTube channel here, just the video itself. So you'll be able to experience it live with us here, and come in and build with us while we're presenting it live. But we're also going to begin uploading them, just the video itself, so you all can share that and also dive deeper into it, right, without all of everything else. So you'll have both. So if you want to go deeper into the story, you can come to these live sessions as well. So the first one will be Tuesday, and we're going to start with the Jed, Primordial Visions, and so that'll be the first release. So everyone look for that. We also have the Minkwara, we have the community meeting this week, or next week.
It's this week, the 28th.
Okay, yes. So everyone, please come to the Discord meeting on the 28th, which is Friday, on Discord. Everyone join our Discord as well. And, you know, I set all these things up real early within the foundation of what we're building for purposes that'll make sense way later on. But everyone, please join the Discord and come to the community meeting on Friday and build with us as well. Everyone go subscribe to the Tahuti Pod class, support him as well. All the links are there, houseofatton.org. And yeah, may you all continue to strive for success, challenge yourself, surpass limits, and give yourself the opportunity to be great. And let's see. Let me check and make sure any more updates. We'll leave it there for now, but we'll have some more updates for you all next week. So everyone join us, share. We're always looking for those who want to assist in helping us build. If you have a skill set, a talent, or something that you like to do, something that you just enjoy doing, and you want to apply it towards Ma'at and help us build, reach out. Reach out, you know, when it comes to a community, an A'ut, right? You do whatever, anything that you do, right? Bring it to the House of Atton. Not even just creative, you know, artistry things as well. If your actual works that you do can be beneficial to, you know, the House of Atton, such as if you're a financial advisor, if you do taxes, if you're an auto mechanic, whatever it is that you do, if you work and you build and you put things together and you fix, we need everyone to be able to grow and build our own things. So please reach out. I know each of you have things that you enjoy doing, and we're also here to help you find those things as well. So tu'a to everyone who reaches out and supports. And with that, I will conclude with the Medu. Sakim im arit marer ka'a simu hatu natiru pert ent hetep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka. May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in offering. Dua Hotep. You can go ahead, Minku Ara, and then we'll go to the
new. Dua to everybody for
Go ahead, great brother.
I'm so good.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hotep and new. Tua to everybody. Definitely appreciate everybody for showing up, showing love, representing the House of Atton. Tua to all the supporters, everybody who donated. Definitely appreciate you all's energy. Shouts out to our Sabbath Tahuti Amun Hotep Ra, him and his out for being powerful, full of Hekau as well, and just full of Mary to our great Sabbath guidance. Shouts out to my great brothers here on the panel, PTAH, Atef Rem Qem. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate all of my moderators, Basatud, Amun, Amunet. Just grateful just for everybody who participates and shouldering the House of Atton. So yeah, I definitely appreciate everyone's love, everyone's attention, everybody who's going to watch it later on. May you continue to grow. Like Ani said, stretch your limits, continue to push yourself. May you all definitely thrive and
grow within your creativity, and may that mature in Ma'at day by day. May Ra grant you and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you all rise and come forth this conscious light like the divine Ra, who rises and shall forevermore on Ma'at. I am the Jed Sajim Ma'at and T. Pao Kuf, everybody in the Tiru, Uncle Jasaneb, Nefer Upesh.
Hotep Henu, peace and love to the chat. Peace and love to Master Teacher Sabata Huti, the question answerer. Peace and love to his Naterts, his whole inner circle. Peace and love to the HOA. Great adoration to the brothers on the panel. I could see Atef in the stew cooking this up and realizing he had a hit. I hope this definitely goes global as of all of the works that the Neteru is inspiring in all of us. Peace and love to everybody on the playback. First timers watching this, we are the House of ATTON, and we're doing this to fulfill our purpose and to shine the light of Ma'at. Hotep to you, Tef, for just pushing through, great brother, and continue to show us your strength and your dedication. Happy to see this came together in a powerful way. You and the technology are becoming one. That's a beautiful thing. Tua, for your passion for learning. It's definitely inspirational and a great example. Continue to wield the Hekau. Continue to be information and just being yourself and expressing yourself the way the Neteru has guided you. And I will end with the adoration to Tahuti, the condensed version. Come to me, Tahuti, O noble ibis. Come to me and give me counsel to make me skillful in your calling. He who masters it is found fit to hold office. Fate and fortune are to be found with you. Hotep Murray, Uncle Jasaneb.
Hotep, peace and love. Peace and love to everybody in the chat. Peace and love to the supporters. Definitely the moderators, the social media experts definitely inspire me as well. Love the videos, the shorts, the clips, the snippets, everything. I'm just trying to learn. I don't know what's going on. Hotep Henu, our great teacher. Saba Tahuti, I'm a Hotep Ra. Great brothers on the panel, all the supporters, moderators, everyone that appreciates the truth, and everyone that's tired of the lie, everyone that's, trying to break out the matrix, stepping out of the matrix. Hotep Henu to the youth, and Henu to the Neteru. May they continue to guide us and protect us, and man, it's just it's a beautiful time that we're in, because what you go through, you grow through. So definitely discovering the beauty, the Nefer energy that's in everything, and just appreciating it and appreciating wisdom and truth. Just the truth, just appreciating it, and how that inspires you, how being inspired by the truth can push you. They say pain is a great motivator. I've heard that, but rediscovering the great artifacts left behind by our ancestors is very, very, very inspiring and motivating for me. So peace and love to our master teacher and his family again. definitely got to give him the supreme adoration ×2. If it wasn't for him, none of this would be going on with me. I wouldn't have no idea what Ma'at was or have any understanding of it, even though I had read the word once in the book. Yeah, I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful for all of you great brothers and grateful for Ma'at. So with that, we will end as we began with our beautiful affirmation. From today's reading, presentation, ASTARTE and the Insatiable Sea. Then Nut proceeded to untie the beads which were on her neck. Lo, she put them upon the balance. ASTARTE. Unki in Ma'at, Un in S, Nintet or Set in Ma'at, Min Hepapet in Ma'at, Her in Hukui, Her Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
Don't nobody really want no smoke. Better keep teaching like this.
Forget that we the real champions around here.
Yo, let's go.
Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed? Eating alkaline at this time, fasting rezo shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, fear had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of state's effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.